Hello, friends, and welcome back to Malicious Compliance Stories. In our first story, the OP got into an awkward situation where he was accused of being a thief in his own home. Strange, isn't it? But there will be more, so get ready. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're new here and turn on notifications so you don't miss a new video every single day. Here we go. Entitled mom demands money after accusing me of trying to break into my house. So a little bit of a backstory. My family isn't so rich, so we didn't live in a really nice house. But hey, at least we had a house. I was outside with some friends, and when I came back home, it was about 5 p.m., so it was getting dark outside. I went to my home through the back entrance because the front entrance goes to my grandma, and I didn't want to annoy her that day. As I went through the gate, EM, entitled mom, with a horrible accent, tells me to stop! I need to clarify that I had a broken jacket and very dirty shoes on, with some old jeans, so I kind of looked like a homeless kid. The conversation went like this. EM, why are you going door to door stealing stuff? Me, excuse me? EM, I said, why are you stealing? She yelled it out so everyone in my house could hear it. Me, what? I get cut off. EM, you don't even deserve that stuff from that grandma. I guess she meant my grandma outside? Me, no, I don't, and I don't want it. EM, cut the crap. I know the owner of this house, and we are very close friends. She told me she isn't in a good financial situation. At this point, I walk home, and the EM hears coins jingle in my pocket. EM, give me that money. I know you stole it, you dirty hobo, so give it. Me, what? You think it's okay to call people that have dirty clothes hobos? And now you're begging for money? Wow. EM, shut the F up. I don't care about you and your family. Now I was very confused about what she was talking about, so I just played with her for a while. Me, so why do you think I need to give you money? EM, stop being rude. I have 3 kids and I don't have much money. You should give me all the money you stole from people. Right there, she sees my wallet. EM, give me that wallet. It's mine. Me, no, it's not. EM, yes, it is. Now give it. She goes onto our property and tries to steal my wallet, which is in my back pocket. I push her and she just starts to yell out, he's raping me! Help! This hobo is raping me! Me, this is my house. I live here. The money I have in my pockets is my money that I got for my birthday from that poor grandma. So back off. I leave and I go to sleep. The next day she ends up at the front door, my grandma's door, and she starts telling her that she'll report me for harassment and raping. But I guess she didn't because nobody contacted us. You stopped me from robbing, so it means you're a rapist. Like, what? I don't have enough brain cells to comprehend the logic behind her words. Like, what? And our second story. Let a friend crash at our place for a few months while searching for employment. My husband's friend from work was recently getting out of the army and was looking to stay somewhere before he moved in with his other friend who was currently going through a divorce. So the first week is great, and he cleans, saying he'll pay us back once he gets employment. Cool. We help him to get to appointments. His truck has flat tires and dents in the rims because of the way he drives with low-pro tires. Feed him, and pay to take him out to go do stuff with us. The first red flag was he spent most of his time talking to girls and allowing them inside the house at 2 a.m. So my husband's a little annoyed, and we talked to him about not having females in the living room singing as loud as they can at 4 a.m. Next incident, we take him out with a mutual friend near Christmas to a comedy club and to see the lights downtown, paying for everything. He gets a message from a female as we go downtown and starts telling us, we all carpooled together, to go back to the house in the opposite direction and drop him off. We told him after we see the lights downtown. The friend snaps back at us and says, man, you just want a monkey on a chain to entertain you, directed at my husband, who's white. This struck a nerve with my husband, coming from the South and having mixed family members, so they make up within the hour. Everything's good again. Another time, we both were too busy to drive him to a hair appointment, so we let him borrow our beater car. After 2 hours, my husband calls asking where the car is, needing it to grab stuff while changing the oil on another car. The friend says the appointment's taking longer than normal, so an hour later, calls again. The friend said, "Oh, I'm already at my girl's house. Just give me some time," from across the city. Comes back, puts $2 in the tank. Thanks. Following week, him and his friends are over and then pretend to ignore us the whole time. The friend told me after some time, assuming because I'm ethnic too, that they both felt uncomfortable because they're at a white man's house. Some context, my house is full of Native American artifacts from my tribe and even Native furniture. Nothing in my house screams a white man house. Few days later, I catch the friend smoking in the bathroom after giving 2 rules for moving in. Clean up after yourself and don't smoke inside the house. Not only is it our lease, but the friend knows I have heart problems and the smoke aggravates it. So my husband confronts him and he chalks it all up to slavery money, which became the running excuse for the rest of the time. One of the last terrible things to happen, the friend burns a hole in our rental property's back balcony. I see a fire on the roof and immediately turn on the hose and throw it upstairs, then knock on the friend's door. I tell him, "Help me put it out." He holds the hose for a minute and says he's done, then goes in to take a shower. I finish up and I'm waiting 20 minutes to see if he's going to say anything. At this point, I was ferocious. I open the door to his room and he's sleeping. I say, "You're not going to say anything?" with my 3 dogs next to me. Friend tries to run out of the room, but my pit mix and Dobie mix barks at him not to move. The whole time I'm grilling him. He persistently says it's not his fault. He just put his cigarette on our tiki statue up there and it's not a big deal. Oh man, I'm not the type to yell at all, but when he started making excuses again, I wasn't in the mood to hear about how it wasn't his fault the rental property could have burned down. Needless to say, that friendship ended quickly and the friend never paid my husband. Also leaving his furniture that he owed money on from our friend and expected us to deliver it to him. And our last story. Entitled mom yells at me for bad service and then asks me for a job. So I'm the manager of a popular fast food chain, and our store is crazy when it comes to service because of the demands of the owner. You get better service in our dingy little burger joint than a 5-star restaurant. We rush to open the door for our customers as they enter and leave, we serve them at their table, clear away the dishes, and we bring mints at the end of their meal. I'd also like to point out that we're not allowed to take tips, and if customers do leave tips, it goes to the owners. Also, we always go to the table after the customer has had a few bites to make sure everything is to their satisfaction. Anyways, this EM was dining in, and apparently she's a regular, though I've never seen her before. She comes up to me in the middle of a huge rush. EM: "Excuse me." Me: "Hello, can I help you?" EM: "Your employee was really rude. I want her fired." Me: "May I ask what she did to upset you?" EM: "I told her my son's order tasted disgusting and he refuses to eat it. Your employee refused to give me a new one." She hands me the receipt, which had about $50 worth of food on it. That's a lot of food for a fast food place. Me: "I'm sorry about that. I'll send someone over to pick up whatever your son didn't eat and we'll get your order made." EM: "What do you mean?" Me: "We can dispose of the food that he didn't like so you don't have to clean it yourself." EM: "We already ate the food." Me: "You ate the food?" EM: "Yes." Me: "You said it was disgusting." EM: "It was the worst food I've ever had in my life." Me: "Ma'am, I can't remake your entire order again. You've eaten everything. If your son didn't like it, I can definitely remake his order." EM: "But it was gross." At this point, her server overhears and joins in the conversation. Server: "Ma'am, I asked you if everything was to your satisfaction a couple of minutes after we gave you the order, and you responded, 'Everything is fine.'" EM: "Well, it wasn't. Just give me the whole order." Me: "I'm sorry, ma'am, but I cannot do that." She went nuts. EM: "I can't believe this is happening. I've never been treated with such disrespect. My son deserves to eat with his family. He will feel self-conscious with everyone watching him. Me. Ma'am, I'm only able to fix what was wrong with the order, which is your son's food. EM. The service here used to be amazing. It took us 3 years to beat you guys to the door. I told all of my church friends how good you guys were. Now you want to embarrass me. Me. I'm sorry you were not satisfied with the service today. She cuts me off. EM. I'm going to tell all of my church friends about you and your scam. We're going to get you fired. She proceeds to storm out without her children, who are scurrying after her once they realized that she wasn't coming back. I brushed this off and sent my report into the owners in case they called corporate. 1 week later, I'm working the same shift, and in walks EM sans children. She comes up to me and smiles. EM. Hi, I'm wondering if you're hiring here? Me. Obviously stunned. What? EM. I'm looking for a job, and I absolutely love the service here. I want to apply. Me. What? You want to work here? EM. Yes, your service is amazing. It took us 3 years to beat you guys to the door. That's how good you guys are. We always recommend our church friends here. I really want to be a part of this team. At this point, I'm at a loss for words. I put on the sweetest smile and said, Lady, I can assure you that I will never hire you, and we'll make sure that none of our other locations will hire you. You are the last person I want on my team, so I will not be accepting your application. I don't think anyone has ever spoken to her like that before, because she just stood there with her jaw flapping open and shut, trying to process what happened. To be honest, I wasn't even sure what happened. I'd never spoken to a customer like that before, and it was very thrilling. Since she didn't say anything, I continued, You're more than welcome to tell your church friends what I said, and I walked to the door and held it open for her. She was silent as she walked out and didn't even acknowledge me when I wished her a lovely day. She makes her own reality she goes along all the time, and everyone politely plays along with it. To avoid her going nuclear on them? First time it didn't work, apparently. Hey guys, thank you all for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one.